Hello. How are you? Let me make sure we're live. I need something to put my mouse on because that's not working. Okay. Welcome to the reading report. We're going to talk about books here, but reading is not required. We talk about movies, stories, lives, basically whatever comes up. I have a few kind of scheduled tasks that we do on here, but otherwise it's just kind of open discussion. I have 3 unboxings today. I'm excited about that. I gotta prepare them to be on camera though. So give me a second to do that. Hello, thank you for the likes. Someone is here. I have this a little low, don't I? And yes, I'm in a dress again. Woohoo! This is the creativity that came out when I did my makeup. The better the mood I'm in, the bigger my lashes get, I swear. And the bigger the makeup look kind of gets. It's kind of crazy. I can put these over here, can I? Yes, I can. How are you all doing? What is anyone reading? Or watching? Or anything? Because I gotta scribble out some stuff. I see 3 people here. Hello. I have 3 unboxings today. I'm getting them ready for their debut on camera. I did win 1 or 2 more, so the wheel goes on. Thank you, Miss Heather. I don't know if you were here, but the better the mood I'm in, like the more energy I have, the bigger the makeup look gets, and like the bigger the lashes get in particular. I love it. But thank you. There's a lot of makeup on my face today, but that's just what came out. So, and yes, I'm wearing a dress again. Woohoo! The sparkles and lashes, thank you. I wanted to do orange glitter, and I only had like really reflective orange glitter. So I went from orange to yellow. I forget what these lashes are. They're giant. And then I've got little crystals here. Is that one still on? Yes, it is. Okay. But thank you. I love to color coordinate. Like I go crazy with the color. I mean, I used to, so when I was working from home full time, I used to do this every day. I would just like play with it, you know. This isn't my best work, but I like it. Let me make sure the sound is off for you guys. And it is? Okay. And let me make sure my live chat is on. Yeah, so, but now I've been taking care of the cat a lot during the day, and I haven't really gone out much, so I haven't really worn the makeup very much. So this was my exploration today, my creativity of the day here. And I actually I did a swatch video, and it's here, and you see these gorgeous silvers? My goodness. Stunning. They're stunning. Love me some big makeup. Apparently I need to practice more with it because, I don't know, the eyeliner's not so great. But hi, if you're here, I'll just repeat, this is the reading report. We talk about books a lot here, but reading is not required. We talk about all kinds of things here. Sometimes it definitely goes off the rails, and that's fine. Oh. I just broke the marker that I'm using to prepare the unboxings. And if you missed it, there are 3. What it do? I have started my stream. I have 3 unboxings. I have a bunch of stuff that I read, and then I'll do my TBR jar. I did some filming today, and I did some editing today. I actually have 2 videos coming out this week. So 3 with the lives. So that'll be fun. Hey, Kaylin. Okay, this room is a disaster. Let me make sure I have up my list because I'm going to forget what happened. And we can get started. I didn't bring the lipstick with me, but hopefully it'll stay on. We'll see. So, what did I read? And what am I reading? And please chime in. Please tell me what you're doing. If you're reading anything, it's not required. And then I have 1, 2, 3. 3 licks to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Okay. Drop Trooper. I started it, but I didn't get very far. I forget why. I was at work, and then something happened with Spotify. I think I was going to run out of Spotify hours, and then it renewed early. Like earlier than I thought it was, because I had to re-sign up for it. Anyway. Oh, but you're rereading Drop Trooper. Yay! So, like, there's like 4 books in that audiobook, right? That you sent. But that's cool that you're rereading it. I just got... Hold on a second. I really want to know. Yeah, we're here. My brother just had a baby. Okay. I knew she was pregnant. I knew his wife was pregnant. I just became an aunt. An aunt? An auntie? I have a niece. Like an actual blood relative niece. This is the first one in the family of my generation. So my cousins, my brother, it's the first one to have a baby, to have a kid. That's really weird. That's great. That's great. And she's good. And yeah, I just saw the message come through and I'm like, oh my God. Like I forgot it had been to, like my dad was told at Christmas time. Yeah, it's June. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Whew. I'll have to think about that later. That's amazing. They don't live nearby, and I haven't honestly been in touch, but honestly, this kind of makes me want to reach out. There's 8, but the first batch is 4 of them. Okay, that's why it's 30 hours. I want to treat them as 4 audiobooks, but I couldn't figure out some of the Audible stuff. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Prime. Thank you, Mike. That's crazy. Whew. Some things just put stuff in perspective, don't they? Yeah, wow, this is gonna change some things. I don't know if it'll change much of my day-to-day at all, but wow, that just hit me right in the feels. Okay, what was I talking about? Whew, ice water. Okay. I gotta tell a story first, actually. Yesterday? Yesterday. Yeah, I know, beginning of a new era. You are right. So my grandmother now has a great granddaughter. All the other grandparents have passed away, unfortunately, and she's in her 90s. She's a great granddaughter. I don't know the kid's name yet. Anyway, so my child, not my nephew, anyway, my cat has the broken leg, right? He was acting off when we, oh my God, they're texting me and calling me like an aunt, and it's really strange. Am I old enough for that? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. Most 60-year-olds wear heavy eye makeup. Why does somebody always comment that? That's so weird. Is it like a bot thing? Okay, so my cat is in a cast. He was acting kind of weird and wasn't walking on it. And yesterday, like, he's got his leg in a cast, but it's like open at the bottom, so you can like feel his toes. So I just like went in the cast to touch that his toes weren't, okay. They weren't there. Okay, his toes weren't there, and so I was pushing up the cast to try to find a foot, and this little bugger had somehow pulled his foot out of the cast, and it was now sitting up in the top of it, stuck in the wrong position. And we're trying to like fix his elbow. And this little stinker got his arm completely out of it. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So we had to rush to the vet. They kept him for a few hours and rewrapped him. You gonna participate? He just got up. He knows I'm talking about him. No name yet. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm seeing the text messages come through. I thought they would have had a name picked out. Are you gonna be able to get down from there? Yeah, he's fine. Okay. Yeah, so is that parenting? I feel like that's parenting a bit. I'm obviously kidding. Pets are nothing like having an actual human child, but gosh, it was terrifying. And he was like really upset. I can't imagine having like a human child have a broken bone or something. My goodness. But yeah, this little stinker took up most of yesterday, and he's been stressed, and then I was stressed. I'm okay. I'm okay now, except for that weird little bit of information there. Wow, my background is like terrible, isn't it? Anyway, because I put zero thought into it. Whew. Thank you, Chloe and Prime, for the Minx is here. So my brother just had a little girl, like today. I just saw text messages come through as I was starting to go live, so that's what we were talking about. And then I was talking about my cat. He could have re-broken his leg. He wiggled himself out of his cast into a worse position, and we had to rush to the vet. And I'm like, I can't imagine that being a human. He's a younger brother. Yeah. You can hear the kitty drinking his water right now. He's getting around okay, like just today. I don't think he was... They put a little shirt thing over his little cast. If he comes over here, I'll show you. Anyway, okay, so I got blindsided by that, and then yesterday I got blindsided by how the heck this cat got his foot out of the cast. Okay, are we good? I'm out of it. Okay, he's going back to sleep. I'm still in this. I'm almost done Tower of Dawn. I'm almost done. The second to last in the Throne of Glass series. I know things are backwards. I'm aware. I can't do anything about it. I have about 100 pages left. This is it. And I'm probably not going to finish it today or tomorrow. I tried to finish it this morning and it just didn't happen. It's good. It's not as good as some of the other books. It's certainly not as good as her other series. ACOTAR, I still haven't finished the paranormal romance because I've been trying to finish Tower of Dawn. And then last week, I think I mentioned this. It's basically true crime written by a nun. I thought it was something else. The title is Are You Out There, God? And I thought it was that book that's like, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, or something. Wasn't that like a popular kids book or something? Or YA? I don't know. I finished it. It's basically just stories of what children on the street are going through. And she, as a nun, ran a, I think she's passed away now because I did look this up. but she would take them in and try to help them get out of the situation. A lot of them were too scared to even go. This was written back in the 90s. It's a quick read, so I finished it. It counts. I think I'm gonna donate it because it might actually help some people. It's definitely triggering, but it's like good awareness bringing kind of thing. Uh-oh, did the chat break? I worry when I don't see people commenting for like a few minutes. This one, I'm gonna wait until I get to my TBR jar because reasons. What else? I feel like this is really high up there for some reason. I'm gonna put gloss on because I didn't bring the lipstick down here. I should just drink more water. Mike's here, and so is Minx. Okay. I like ducked out of it for a second and then came back and then it stopped, so I was worried. I was talking to myself. Even though I did film technically 4 videos today. I did they were all makeup videos, and they'll probably not be out until next week at the soonest, but I also edited some animal videos. Well, I think I'm gonna have 2 videos for the next few weeks, and the streams, and the shorts. So when I say I'm not working on this channel enough, tell me I'm wrong. Should we do the unboxings? Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So much to think about. So much to think about. I should actually give some thought to this background. I almost streamed from the other room in front of the white bookcases that I just built, put together, because the cat was on that bed and I didn't want to move him. He was in a little sunbeam. It was really cute. Okay. Oh, I'm still reading the other paranormal romance that I'm reading called Mate. Not liking it. That's why I haven't finished it. Also, it's audio, so I don't know. And then there was that one about the internet, like, girl that grew up on a family vlog channel. I haven't touched it. That was probably like a mood start. It's possible I might not DNF it, do not finish, like not put it on a list, but just kind of like move to something else. I don't know. We'll see. The wifey gave me a handwritten note like we used to in high school. Oh, did she fold it into like a little triangle or something? I used to know how to fold paper into all kinds of things. I'm half distracted driving. What's the last book, short stories? It's just called Are You Out There, God? I mean, she's a nun, so it's going to be, and I know it's backwards. So there's Christian leaning stuff. She quotes a couple verses in here. But it's stories about what these poor kids, teenagers in particular, have had to go through. I kind of forgot I had it in my true crime section, and I was like, this is really short, so let me just knock that out. And I did. But it's not the kind of true crime that I'm like gonna read again, so I think I'm gonna donate it. Dan's Homestead is here. Hello, good evening. It was in a little heart. She told me to open it to see it, and I've saved all of the heart notes from high school. I still have all my notes to my best friend in high school, or the notes that she gave back to me, I guess. I graduated in 99 from high school, and yeah, in my 40s. Anyway, that's adorable. Oh, who last week bought like a signed Bible or something? Who was that last week that said they were going to post about it? I didn't see anything about that. Oh, that's right. Dan's Homestead is actually another Mike. Yeah. And it was explained to me why. Don't remember all of it, but okay. You both graduated in 2017. My goodness. Oh my God, that was almost 10 years ago. We are in the future. We're in the future. I can't even see myself on my phone because... Can I get rid of this thing? No, I can only make it bigger. Anyway. Congratulations, I guess. 10 years late. Let's open a package. I've been really like trying to figure out what kind of system I want with my books, and I'm kind of in a mood to like cull them. She's been my sweetheart for almost 24 years. You guys are so cute. You're so cute together. And I haven't even like seen you or met you in real life, but like both of you are so sweet in the chat. You're both in your 20s. Well, then how did it become 24 years? You gotta be late 20s if you graduated in 17. Sorry about the motorcycle or dirt bike or whatever the heck that was. Okay, let's share something. I'm like, my brain keeps going all over the place because a lot is going on. And I also have not succeeded in organizing anything. So everything is just in piles still. Oh, all right. Focus. This is why I haven't finished many books. Yeah. Paperback. No padding. Doesn't need any padding. Just stick the book in an envelope and send it. Ta-da! Solito. Oh, I was wondering what... Oh, it's a memoir. I was wondering if this was somebody's name or like... Oh, perfect timing for this topic. A young poet tells the inspiring story of his migration from El Salvador to the United States at the age of 9 in this gripping tale of bravery, perseverance, and seeking one's family. I've wanted to read a book like this. There's a lot of topical stuff going on in the US with the I word, not immigration, the shorter one. And oh my god, it smells good. Oh, I like that a whole lot. That's just a perfect paper and ink smell. It's not exactly like newspaper. It's a little richer than that, but it smells good. It's topical. I might start this like soon. I know I say that a lot, but the author's name is Javier Zamora Solito. So I wonder if that's got to be like a nickname or something, right? He has a debut poetry collection, but that's all. He's been a fellow at Harvard and lives in Arizona. I'm excited about this. I think it's going to be heartbreaking. Oh, it came out in 2022, but it says... So this might have been... I'll have to look into it, but this might have been independently published. Is that the word? And then it says the trade paperback edition came out in 2023. So I wonder why they're giving it away right now. But, wow, okay. So we'll have to see if this fits one of the prompts that I pull as well. Sorry, I missed something. We're in the late 20s, friends for 10 years, 14 years of dating. That's so sweet. Oh, I love that. So let's see what the first sentence says. Trip. That's the first sentence. My parents started using that word about a year ago. One day you'll take a trip to be with us, like an adventure, like the one Simba goes on before he comes home. He's my age. Around that same time, they sent me Aladdin, Jurassic Park, and The Lion King alongside a Panasonic VHS player for my 8th birthday. So he was born a little after me in the 80s, I think. Oh, and there's some Spanish in this. Perfect. Oh, I like want to like sit and read it now. I'm definitely gonna hold on to this one. I hope it's good. I hope it's like well written or it's gonna be insufferable, but love it, love it, love it. Okay, off to a strong start. And I finally know what that is about, this title. I've been eyeing this title. I don't know what Solito, it might be a spoiler, so I'm gonna put it aside. Cool. I like. It smells a little different now. A little worse, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna read that one. Now I'm getting distracted by the silver. You can't see it. Oh. You can kind of see it. I'll switch to a white envelope next. A lot of people from Central and South America will literally walk to the US to try and have a better life. And then people here are like, we don't want you taking our job. Like, they have an attitude. And I'm like, do you understand what these people have been through? Like, some people don't make it. Like, they die. They literally die trying to get to where we just live every day. Like, it's crazy. That deserves some respect, you know? Like, at the very least. My goodness. Okay, let's do another one. I'm so excited about that. I've got it. Whew. Man, don't get major information right before you're gonna go live, because you're not gonna be able to think about it. Okay, ready? Paperback. Again, no bubble wrap. You don't need it. It's a freaking book. Ooh, A Voice Like Mine, another memoir. This is an ARC, an advanced reader's copy. This is advanced reader's edition. Hola, Ronan. I just got a book that has some Spanish in it. No, that was the Portuguese one, wasn't it? He's referencing a short that I posted. A Voice Like Mine, a memoir. So who is this person? Senator Elizabeth. Oh, no, it's not by her. Whoa, okay. New Mexico, 2026, gubernatorial frontrunner. I'll get back to that in a second. Organizer, Congresswoman, and former cabinet secretary Deb Haaland. Oh, yeah. It's like spelled like that. Sorry, it's backwards. Shares her story, offering a powerful and personal look at what it means to be the first. The first what? It says right here. The first Native American woman elected to chair a state political party in the United States. One of the first 2 Native American women elected to Congress. The first Native American... Okay, it's a Native American situation. This is also fascinating. I don't know how political this is going to be. Usually books by people in government are, I don't want to say biased, but they're like hyping themselves up, kind of. Now, the whole first Native American thing is extremely important and interesting to me. It sounds like she did some work with Obama. But if it's like to get reelected or something, like, I'm not going to be interested in that so much. Like, I want to hear about the heritage. I want to hear about the journey. I also want to hear about, like, what she has to go through in a discriminatory way that's unfair, because it's happening and those voices need to be heard. So this could go either way for me, just based on topics so far. So I love the BIPOC author theme here. We've got, I don't know if technically Hispanic is right. Where's El Salvador? Spanish speaking, Native American author. This is awesome. Smell. Oh, it was you, Ronan. eBay sent me a message asking, am I sure I want to purchase my signed Bible? Oh no, they knew it was a scam too. Sorry, I got distracted. This smells a little like Sharpie marker. I don't have any on my hands, do I? No, and the eyeshadows don't have a scent. This is a little... I wanted to use the word spicy, but I don't know if that's the word. This could either be really fascinating or really... Ooh, yikes. Okay, I think this is going to be fascinating, to be honest. But... Oh, Mike knows who she is. Okay, I feel like I should know who she is. Maybe I've, like, seen her in some of the Congress votes and stuff and just didn't know. At least it doesn't smell like cigarettes this time. Yeah, that was a strong smell, but those were donated books. These are new books. But let's read the first sentence. I forget what my train of thought was. Oh, I remember. Okay, I'll talk about it in a second. All right, prologue. On January 8th, 2025, I returned to Albuquerque by myself for the first time in 4 years. Okay. Sorry, I saw something about a watermelon and it was confusing. Part 1, Ancestors. So that was the prologue. Do we have chapters? We do have chapters. All right, so the Part 1, Ancestors, is a poem. And then chapter 1 is called The Turquoise Clan. See, if she goes into the history of a Native American heritage, I'm going to be fascinated by this. The first sentence for chapter 1 says, "My mother always said I was born in the middle of a snowstorm." All right. Can't really tell what tone it's going to take yet, but this is probably going to be fascinating. Am I like dying to read it? Not really. But I also feel like I should push myself to because it's also topical. Cool. Happy with this one as well. Not as happy with the smell, but okay. Mike says, spent a lot of time living in New Mexico and Grandpa was Native. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's amazing. I think she's Laguna tribe, if you remember. I feel like I just read that word in here somewhere. Let me look at that poem. I feel like she just said... I'm like worried about how I'm even talking about it because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But much respect, and I want to know more for sure. Did I see that? Yep. Page... I don't know how to got to page 8 when it's like the third page, but the language of the Laguna Pueblo people. My name means crushed turquoise. I belong to the Turquoise Clan. Okay. Well, I want to know if she has a birth name then. Sorry, I'm like reading this one on camera too. Laguna Pueblo Nation. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some discrimination happening in this already. This is going up on the list, honestly. I'm like, the more I think about it, the more I want to read it. It's also not that long. It's just over 200 pages, and I don't want to do that. If there's like some quotes and poems and stuff, like they don't take as long to read either. But I want to know more. I want to know more. All right. Does New Mexico have winter? It says something about being born in a snowstorm, but I thought she said she was in New Mexico. Is that just my ignorance talking? Cool. Ah! All right. We are 2 for 2 here. Before I do the third one, I did decide to donate this one that I opened probably a couple months ago. I think it's just going to be people doing stuff, and it's going to be a lot of trauma, so I just decided to donate it, and someone is going to be very happy to get brand new fiction, I'm sure. Pueblo tribes in the north are in almost like the Colorado Rockies. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. I can't travel with my finances being what they are, but I can read about it. It's not the same as being there. I'm trying to learn things. Fill my brain, distract my brain. I mean, I know like where you are, you got crazy freezing whatever last year. This past winter. I don't know if it was last year, but I know that's like not normal. I went to Arizona and went all over the state on like a college like sponsored trip thing, but actually it did snow. Why did I not have that memory readily available to me? Like, I just went back in that memory of Arizona, and we were in the painted desert, and it snowed. I think it was March. So apparently I did know that information. I just pushed it down or something. If you want more interesting stuff, take a note about Acoma Pueblo. You'll find them interesting. I'm gonna bring up a tab for it right now. Sky City. I have to figure out where Albuquerque is, like, within the state. Hold on. I can get there for $337 right now. Okay, it's kind of, all right. It's more north than I thought, but these states are so huge out there. Cool. Okay, I'm getting more and more excited about that the more I think about it. The Acoma live in a town on top of a 350-foot high plateau with sheer rock walls, the Sky City. That is crazy. There's a few pictures of it when I like first Googled it, and I mean, people can't attack it without you finding out. It reminds me of one of the Game of Thrones castles, the Eyrie that was like up on the mountain. Like, it doesn't look anything like that because it's the desert, but like, just anyway. Oh, okay. And then the thing that I was gonna, I have to say something about the word gubernatorial. Gubernatorial. Right? I said that right, right? Yes. Gubernatorial. For governor. Why? Why is that word a word? Why? Goober? How did we get there? How did we get to a B from V in governor? It's not gubernatorial? That's not a word? Gubernatorial? Why? That is the stupidest word I've ever heard of. Mike says nobody even knows how they got up there. It's the longest continually inhabited community in the Western Hemisphere. That's awesome. See, and then, like, that book might not have that in there, but it, like, I don't know yet, or it's in my hands. But it led to conversation about it, and now I know about it. That's amazing. There's a visitor center. Now there's a very loud radio out front. Cool. Okay. I just had to go off about gubernatorial real quick because, my goodness. Oh my gosh, they've lived there continuously. That's so cool. Like, there's, like, people talk about, well, I know ancient Rome and ancient Greece was way earlier than that, but, like, people talk about older civilization stuff not being in America so much. It's literally everywhere. We just don't hear about it. It's there. It's there. And now people are running. It sounds like they're gonna, we should say they're running for goober. Like, they're running to be the goober of the state. Governor. Goober. Crazy. Stupid word. Anyway, no disrespect, but it's a stupid word. English makes no sense. It really doesn't. Okay, I have one more unboxing. I feel like there's not a whole lot of comments tonight. I don't know. The internet's just kind of in a, is it like a summer lull or something? I mean, Mike's there, obviously, and I appreciate you. But I don't know. The internet has been quiet. It's weird. Okay. How long have I been on? Okay, 40 minutes already. I feel like it hasn't been that long though. You went off talking about pueblos. Please do, because that's fascinating. I can go back to this if 35th generation New Mexican and member of the Pueblo. Oh, it was right on the back. On the Pueblo of Laguna, Holland has lived a remarkable life shaped by poverty, alcoholism, and single parenthood. Yeah, so I mean 20. Okay. She's running for the governor of New Mexico in the 2026 election. I don't know if it's happened yet, but this is probably why this is coming out. I doubt it's happened yet, just because this is an advanced reader's copy. Does it say when it's going to come out? Oh, June 2026. So it says it on the front too. Okay. Interesting. I think it's going to be a quick read, so I might just try to sit down and do it because it's topical. Okay, I've said that already. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I don't know. I don't know what to say right now. Okay. Dissociate. Let's do the third one. I'm good. Books. I'll talk about whatever, but I'm losing my whole train of thought here. Again, paperback. No bubble wrap. You don't need it. It's a book. Completely different direction. What does it say? Vengefully matched. I don't remember this on the list. Doesn't mean it's not there. This looks independently published. Advanced readers. Oh, I already can smell it. Oh, that smells really, really good. Oh, except it had a weird, like, aftertaste. It smells like fresh cut paper. Like they just cut it and put it out there. Glued it together. All right, so judging by the cover, this is fiction. It looks like there's magic already just based on the cover. Priscilla Hart does not do regret, except maybe for the small matter of fleeing her own wedding in a cloud of magical fireworks. Yes! I think we're going to be 3 for 3 here, unless this is written very, very poorly. Now the town's most infamous runaway witch, she's determined to rebuild her reputation on the Witchery Council and prove she's more than a scandal in heels. Alright, love the tone of this. Quite a bit different from BIPOC memoirs and perspectives, but I'm down for all 3 of these, honestly. This could either be really stupid or really cute and funny and whatever. Just the way that it's published, I'm gonna guess that that the font is and stuff. It looks like it's independently published. Atria Books. It's on sale in October. This is like very ahead of time. I'm not sure if this is... Okay, it does have spicy scenes in it, apparently. I'll read one of these memoirs, and then as a little brain break, I'll just read this, and then read the other memoir. I'll get started after the stream, I think. No, I gotta get out of Tower of Dawn. Ooh. Okay. Content warning says there's non-gory dismemberment of an immortal body. Okay. Hey, JC. Nope. I doubt I will, because I think it's just hype. If it's a good book, I'll try it, but I don't know. Okay, there's definitely spiciness in this one I just opened. Not a huge list of trigger warnings. Mild trigger warnings here. Okay, so I already talked about this, Mel. Chapter 1. It was possible that Priscilla Hart should not have waited until this precise moment to change her mind. Alright, there's cursing in it. She's about to get married, and I think she's about to bail. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be funny. I hope the writing is good enough to tell the story, because... And I love that it's like purple and pink. Let me know if you need more material. You have plenty to review that you just wrote. Oh gosh, is it AI stuff though that you want me to read? I want it to be a story in a book. JC, have you read Heated Rivalry, and what do you think of it? Has anyone read Heated Rivalry? I did a hockey romance last year, and no. Okay. Lay it on me then. I mean, I just got 3 books that I'm very interested in. Did I forget something with this one? I don't know. Okay, so I got... Are witches paranormal? Or fantasy? Fantasy? There's magic. Does it say anywhere on it, like, what? I don't know, what are witches? Paranormal or fantasy? I mean, they're not sci-fi. Vampires, I'm not so sure about. Hello, Salam. I am 44. How old are you? Don't tell me if you're a minor. Don't say that on the internet. Yeah, you probably shouldn't go in like that strong, but anyway. Yeah, so I have a fantasy romance, I guess? Paranormal romance? Now I'm confused. And are vampires like sci-fi? Or fantasy? Another person thinks I'm 60. Apparently that's a thing on the internet. I don't know what's going on with that. What are you looking at? I mean, no offense to 60-year-olds. Anyway, I got whatever this silly book is gonna be, and I'm actually excited about it. Oh, look, like there's fake dating in it. I haven't read a fake dating one yet. I really only got into like reading any romance last year by complete accident. I think it was actually the last half of last year. Although I read romantasy before that. I remember the first or second book that I won was this one called Ghost Business. And I was like, this is gonna be ridiculously awful. And then I loved it. And I didn't start winning them until July of last year. But I guess I was reading the ACOTAR romantasy stuff before that. I don't know. I haven't had a whole lot of time to actually explore it as a genre, is what I'm saying. So there's all these subgenres. It's like paranormal romance, fantasy, romantasy. I don't know. There's like, I started listing in the booklet that I don't have up here, some of the tropes that I like, some of them that I don't. There's like, I don't like mafia romance for whatever reason. I just don't like it. Sports romance is meh. I don't really care about sports on a page. If I'm gonna watch sports, I'm gonna watch sports. Like, that's the fun of it for me. I don't know, but there's a million of them. And I haven't read a fake dating one yet. Actually, I kind of did. It was more like enemies to lovers situation. I don't know. I got this now. Solido, which is nonfiction, and it's about a man from El Salvador immigrating to the United States, or emigrating from El Salvador. Both. Okay. Anyway, yeah. And then A Voice Like Mine, which is by a congresswoman who's now running for governor and is talking about her Native American heritage. This was a good, sorry, this was a good set right here. I'm liking that. No, I'm not 60. I don't care how old you think I am. Like, that's fine. Whatever. You can... I think I look younger today, other than the in-your-face makeup. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we haven't, like, gone off on many tangents. Gone off on enough tangents today. Other than a little bit for New Mexico stuff, which I'll still look up. This Sky City is fascinating. It features around 250 ancient multi-story dwellings that lack modern amenities like electricity, running water, or sewer systems. Only about 20 to 50 residents live atop the mesa year-round, according to Google AI. Your grandfather was Mescalero Apache. I don't know the, like... I want to say hierarchy? But I don't know if that's the right word. Like, city, state, country. Like, I don't know the Native American equivalent. Federally recognized Native American nation in South Central New Mexico. Makes sense. Because that's what you said. It drives me nuts that there's, like, fascinating stuff that we don't learn about in school. And then we learn boring stuff or stuff that we never use. Although I use a lot of my even high school education, like, stuff in my head a lot. But these people live in the sky and nobody knows how they got up there. That's fascinating. Teach me about that. Of course, I'm also reading paranormal romance, so, like, sometimes I want to learn, sometimes I just want to turn my brain off. Here's another 60. Toodle Squirt is here. Chloe, you look like you're an OF. I don't know what that means. Would you ban people who tell you you're 60 years old? I mean, depends what else they say. Depends on the context. Technically, no, but if they start combining that with other things, they're going to get banned, yeah. Hi, Maybell. Maybella Jenkins. Okay. He was a very unique perspective for me that many in 2026 don't have. Tell me! Tell me the things! I want to know the things. That's so interesting. Ugh. Alright. I've got some work to do. I gotta learn. This makes me actually want to read this first. I mean, this is real people and this is real people. So it's like... And both are very relevant right now. But wait, who? Acoma Pueblo, sorry, is the Sky City. Okay. I don't know that she has anything to do with the Sky City though. My cat is snoring. He's snoring. It's so cute. He was born January 11th, 1891. Oh my god, that's awesome. I don't know many people who have known people who lived in the 1800s. Yeah, for real. Acoma? Okay. Sorry. Acoma Pueblo. Acoma, she said. That is a downside of books, is that you don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. Akama. Okay. Thank you for that. So I didn't sound or continue to sound like an idiot on the internet. 1891. That is amazing. He'd be 130 something. Salam, that's none of your business. At least you're being honest about it. I need a green card. Okay. I mean, no, I'm not marrying you. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Maybella is widowed. Are you offering? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that, but we've got a eager beaver over here. Okay. You actually had him around giving you advice until you were 11, which was cool. Loved talking to him. Man, I bet he had some stories. I always was kind of fine with like the old people telling us stories kind of thing, even when I was younger. Unless they like trapped you there and then you couldn't leave and it was like, you know, scary. But especially now though, like I love hearing you know stories about people's childhoods from forever ago. Like it's I don't know, but I am very happy with these three. I really don't remember this romancy one at all, but I can check it off now. It's probably just because I don't remember. It's not because it wasn't on there, because I had one before that wasn't on the list and I just completely missed it. So, I gotta read so many books. I don't have enough time to sit and stare at something other than my phone, apparently. That sounded awful as it was coming out. I was like, you hypocrite. You do that all the time. Ugh. Plenty smokes like a train and a handle of whiskey pretty much every day. I'm trying to remember what you said. Like, he was born in New Mexico then? I'm trying to make sure I'm still in the same train of thought. Az is here. Hello, Az. They always told him it would do him in early, and it cut him down in his prime. Struck down at only 93. My goodness. Yeah, some people can just do that. How's it going? It's going. Lots of distractions. Yeah, it's better than yesterday. My cat almost broke himself again. It's okay, Ronan. I feel like, I don't know, starting a few weeks ago, the internet just kind of like flatlined a little bit. Although my Bearded Dragon video is getting a lot of watch time, and I'm excited about that. But then I posted one about the snakes Friday, and nothing. There's nothing. I kind of figured, because I've posted, I think it's fascinating when animals are exploring a new enclosure, and I've posted some before where I put an animal in their new enclosure for like, and I just film them for like 20 minutes, and then I time lapse it. Nobody cares. Apparently nobody cares but me. Oh well. Oh, New Mexico didn't become a state until he was 21. See, we need to, oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. Hold on, I gotta readjust here because I'm sitting on the floor. That is not that long ago, you know? Like, that is not that long ago. I mean, I know he was born in the 1800s, but still, like, oh my god, that's what people are gonna say about us being born in the 1900s. They kind of already are. Oh, goodness. YouTube is definitely going down the hill, sorry to say. I'm gonna get monetized, and then YouTube's just gonna, like, deplatform or something. That's what's gonna happen. I betcha. Is that a goat behind me? No, it's a deer. This is the mom, and this is the baby. I think these are they briars? There's like a brand that's well known for making horse figurines like that, and I think they made some other animals as well, but I could be totally wrong. My great grandpa lived to 106 or something like that. He could still walk on his own, but he was so hard of hearing and super grumpy all the time. Like, he did not want to see anyone in his vicinity. I mean, I feel like that in my 40s, so I get it. I can't imagine, God, like 40, 50 more years. Oh my gosh. Makes you wonder if it's worth to keep living or no. Oh, well, that kind of took a turn. Oh, Az is gonna go watch the snake video. She's so cute in it. I fixed that big enclosure, finally. And epoxy wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. I will admit that. Because it takes time to, like, cure. But I fixed it, and then it was just sitting there empty, because I don't have a place to put it just yet. And I put carrot in it for like a few hours each day, and she loves it because she's going all over the place, and she's the one that's like climbing upside down and then falling and then doing it again and falling. So it's like, here, go in the big tank for a little bit and have fun. And she did. But thank you for watching that, Az, if you're still here. YouTube is the most popular streaming app. What do you mean? I just mean, like, I don't know. I feel like it's been really easy to get into. Like, we're in a conversation now where I feel like it's flowing. I feel like you're in the room, like, back and forth, you know, where it's not like I'm just talking to empty space. No offense. What am I trying to say? But then I was like, knowing, you know, with my life, my luck, as soon as I get monetized or something on YouTube, it'll go downhill somehow. I don't know. Rodent says my daughter thinks I'm like 100 years old because I was born in the 1990s. I know, people keep saying that. Hola again, Ronan. And our friend, Senor Miguel Antonio Chico de Perro, is losing his mind. Uh-oh, what happens? For those of you who do not know, Mike is making stuff, has a little doggy who debuted on his channel last night on his live. And he's probably about the size of Xavier, actually. But that is the dog's full name. Mike sounds better saying it because he can speak Spanish. Personally, I'd like to log out of Earth as soon as my mind and body aren't doing very hot. I hear you. I hear you. It's a legit concern. Fart Blasters is here, blasting. Oh, thank you, Az. That's very sweet. Who wants a quesadilla? I could go for a quesadilla. Indom, sup, mortals. Yeah, well, that's appropriate because we were talking about living to like our 100s and feeling like, I don't know, like we don't want to or something. I just completely lost my train of thought. I need the ice. Whew. You're not gonna log out yet, just waiting on the patch update? What? What set off the dog? What's the patch update? Az says you're welcome. The patch update is crazy work? What's going on? I'm putting ice on my wrist, by the way, to try to stay present. Earth version 2.0 has to be better. I hope so. I mean, we could make that ourselves if we were not so stupid of creatures. 1.1. I think we've passed 1.1. Things are quite different than when humans first evolved. Hold up. I'm holding up. That would be a patch update? What? Oh, you were talking about life. I'm sitting here thinking you're working on your computer. I thought it was literal. I'm not like... I don't think like a normal person, okay? I don't think like a normal person. You guys gotta explain stuff to me. The humor totally went over my head. Full update would be 2.0. Okay. Y'all were on the same wavelength, and I was just out here like, all right. Your brain is on AFK mode. Yes, it is. I am away from the brain keyboard. Yes. Senor Chico decided that he wouldn't eat dog food. Period. So you gave him an entire pound of chicken nuggets? Bruh. I mean, did he eat it? I thought dogs basically ate everything. It's the cats that are the picky ones, but... Not cool to give a little dog a pound of chicken nuggets, but I digress. Everyone, oh god. You're gonna be cleaning that up all night. A genie shows up to you and makes you an offer. You give up one of your limbs for an augmented limb of your choosing. What limb would you give, and what augmentations would you choose? He will make it. Why does that launch me into the Mims theme song? You give up one of your limbs for an augmented limb. So I want like super strength or super flexibility because I want to be able to like kick ass at dancing on the aerial equipment again. And right now I'd have to really work to get that set of muscles back and engaged. But if I had like a bionic arm that could like hold me up, but I don't know if it would matter which arm. Also, I wouldn't get carpal tunnel from working in an office and clicking the mouse all day in my right arm. Happen if you describe it? What? And I'm crying. I don't know why. And somebody... Yeah, thank you for that. And taking care of business. You can trade your arm for a plasma cannon, for example. Like Mega Man. Oh my gosh. Wait, wasn't Mega Man actually a girl? Or was that somebody else? There's like a cartoon video game 2D thing. I don't remember. Oh lord, I ain't worried about it. His BMs are like the size of Hershey Kisses. Who cares? Enough to share with the whole family. That's Seamus, I think, from Metroid. Okay, thank you. I knew somebody had to know who I was talking about. I thought Az would know that one, actually. Or maybe I'm confused. Vegan, there's only one answer. Ash from Army of Darkness. The correct answer is chainsaw. Chainsaw arm. But you couldn't, like, shake hands with anybody. You couldn't write with that. Like, if I had a like, super strong right arm and hand, I guess, like, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't get tired. You could, like, lift yourself. I could finally do a pull-up. Again, I did do a couple pull-ups in my life when I was at the height of the dancing stuff. I missed a couple things. And goes, did I hear Metro Man? Yeah, sorry about that epic derp from me there. Insert intense Metro Man arm swinging edit. Nice. You should go for it. Chainsaw would be good, but why trade your arm for it? Unless you want a chainsaw leg. It might be hard to walk if it's constantly, like... Is it constantly on, the chainsaw? That would be the clincher. If it's constantly on, I'd have issues. But if you can turn it on and off, probably like what you guys were talking about, should be fine. Ash doesn't shake hands, well, clearly. A chainsaw leg or a chainsaw arm, which one would be better? I'm writing that down for the description later. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the live. What day is it? The 8th? The 7th. Why did I think the 8th? Oh, because I think that calendar is the wrong year. I bought a calendar with pretty pictures of orcas on it from Amazon last year, and I realized it was for 2025. But the pictures are pretty, so I just kept it. Anyway, would you... Oh, my power cord came out. Would you rather have a chainsaw arm or leg? I mean, I should just put your whole question there, but... Evil Dead chainsaw arm. Mike says, no, he also forged himself a cybernetic hand in a medieval castle as he fought off the Dead Heights. Groovy baby. Hail to the king, baby. Again, I feel like I'm missing a reference, and I don't like this feeling. As much as I read, I need to read, like, I don't know, social references or something. I guess that's what social media is for, but I don't know. It just makes me feel weird. Low-key, those cybernetic enhancements are scientifically possible at the moment. It's just they're very expensive. Yeah, I mean, it's happening. By the way, have I watched the Backrooms movie? Is that the like liminal space thing? Or am I thinking of another title? I don't think I've watched the whole thing, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, but I know what it is. Other than the title, apparently. Like, you can get a fully functional bionic arm for around $40,000 US dollars. I would think it would be more expensive than that. It's legit called Backrooms. Is it the thing that I'm thinking of? Hold on, I'll just look it up. Yes, it is. Yeah, and I've been seeing some buzz about it, but I haven't fully, like... Yeah, that... For those who might not know and weren't sure, like I said, it says the owner of a furniture store finds a secret doorway that leads him to an endless stretch of rooms. When he disappears, his therapist ventures into the unknown to rescue him. Yeah, that just sounds like constant anxiety. It was kind of the way that Dark Matter was, where it's just like endless, like, alternate realities, and they're just going through this cube of, like, space and time. Here comes the tangent. Bring it. What is my name? Anna. There was a drummer who lost both arms to a lightning strike. He got super depressed. Okay, ... I'm assuming he ended up with bionic arms and became a super drummer, and that would be amazing, but I'll wait to hear you confirm that. Ash was a poor individual. What did I just say? Individual? Did I say that right? Wow, my brain is not working. Whisked into a magical medieval world full of undead monsters and sorcery. How have I not known about this? He was just trying to go to work. He works at S-Mart. Shop Smart. Shop S-Mart. Okay, I need to figure this out. Oh, hold on. I have to watch Backrooms too. Wait, was this Army of Darkness? Evil Dead? What am I missing here? Okay, 1987. I was 6, so I have an excuse. Also, we were a conservative household, so probably not any slasher movies. I'm actually making an edit on a character. You just came to get clips and stumbled on the stream. Oh, well, hello. Thank you for stopping in. Mr. First Mod Man. Lost in Space, that's my brain. And Dark Matter. I started watching that series and then I stopped. I started watching what was I watching before? I finished The Testaments, which is a sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, and the show is really good. The book was really good too. I did that via audio. But what was I watching right before that? I was very, very addicted to something, and now I don't. Oh, I finished Euphoria, and yeah, there's a lot I could say about that. There was a red tail hawk scene in that first episode actually that I want to try to do a reaction to. And then there was something near the end. Oh, there was a snake scene. And it was actually, I can't tell you what happened because it's a major, major spoiler, but it was pretty good. I think they actually had a rattlesnake instead of like a ball python pretending to be a rattlesnake. But I don't know that I'm going to react to that because there was a lot of gore and just like adult material. So, and it's a spoiler. Yeah, so I finished that, and that, talk about like making you want to give up. I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it if nobody cares. I missed a bunch. And then he got bionic arms that were enhanced with drumming rods and stuff to make him able to drum better than before, like at superhuman speeds. Who was this? Oh, there's a documentary on it on YouTube. As Loved Army of Darkness. Oh, Evil Dead 3 Army of Darkness. Okay. So all of the things. Gotcha. This is the first time I've seen you. Could you introduce yourself to me? Hi. Welcome to FlyOn. I do art and animals here. I have a lot of exotic animals and one semi-normal animal. And then I split the rest of my time with artistic stuff, whether it's books or makeup or dance or random other circus stuff, probably. Sometimes like shows and movies and stuff too, but not that much. What was I about to Google? A documentary about it on YouTube. Wait, did you say who it was? So drummer gets, I'm gonna Google drummer gets bionic arm. Jason Barnes, who made history as the world's first bionic drummer. He just lost one arm though. I'll look into it if you don't tell me who it was. As says correct. You can unplug the hand and screw in the drumming accessories. That's like awesome, actually. I mean, it sucks that he lost his arm or arms, but still. You'll love it, the movie? Okay. Is it like gory? Or is it just like an action movie? I mean, sometimes I don't mind the gore. I don't know. I've watched an awful lot of gory stuff for someone to ask that. Anyway, I'm a little... Man. I'd like to access my entire brain. Okay? Can someone get on that? That's the problem. I can't use it all. Especially when my memories are like all over the place. Alright, you primitive screwheads, listen up. You see this? This is my boomstick. Alright, I think, yeah, I'll probably get a kick out of it. You got that? Who's my favorite actor of all time? So there's a couple ways to answer that. One is like who I find hot as a celebrity. Two is like who can actually act. I have an answer for that, but I can't access it in my brain. So I just woke the cat up because I'm yelling. Uh, I mean, my personal favorite is Paul Bettany, who does have amazing range, but he's not. I was just thinking about this the other day, like who has the most range as an actor? Chloe says Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Tom Cruise. I don't know. They're all kind of like one note, you know? Like they're known for what they're known for. Have I seen the movie Python plus Snake Hotel? No, I should watch like I do a react to these movies that are gonna get snakes completely wrong, but it just makes me angry. So I don't know that I want to do that. But that one I have not seen. You like Pee Wee Herman movies? The original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie? Pee Wee Herman's in it? What did I miss from Buffy? There's a Buffy movie? Oh, was it like animated or something? No, it was a different cast. Or was it? Yeah, it was a different cast. I don't. All right. I'm fine with not watching it then. I had to make sure because I love Buffy. I loved Spike. Alert, tall, lean, blonde. Who would have thought? Anyway, yeah. Fun fact for you, Army of Darkness fans, there's a Japanese B-rated undead flick called. Oh, you talked about this. The Stacy movie. You talked about it on your channel, I think. It's the only way to dispatch the monsters to replace your arm with a chainsaw, literally brand named Bruce Campbell's right hands. Says it's pretty gory. I'll just, as long as I'm warned, I should be alright. I mean, I can deal with Quentin Tarantino movies, and my god, you know. Let me make it easier for you then. Who is the most handsome actor of all time? Of all time? Shoot, I'm gonna go with Patrick Stewart then, because I adore him. I adore him, and he's the oldest celebrity crush I have, I guess. So it's his turn. Anyway, most handsome actor is Elliot Page. This is bringing up. Nah. Not my cup of tea. But I drink weird tea, okay? I'm writing that one down. I drink weird tea, okay? I don't even really say like who most of my celebrity crushes are. It's slapstick gory. Okay, I'll like cartoonish. I'll be able to handle that then. That'll be fine. I mean, I don't know why it bothers me still because like at all because I guess like okay, so like movies I didn't like. I didn't like Scream. Oh god, what was another one? Like Saw and stuff. Like I don't do that. Although I haven't seen Saw all the way through. Uh Looking good today. Thanks, Phil. Yeah. The more energy I have, the bigger my lashes get. Sigourney Weiner. I'm not laughing at what you said, I'm laughing at the screen name. You've shared you're a lesbian and you like Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster's amazing. She really is. Example, he lobs a man's hand off with the chainsaw. It flies across and flies. God. I can't even finish it on my channel. But that's fantastic. It sounds like it's like humor horror, so I don't know. First Saw was a good movie. The other one was kind of like crap. Yeah, they're known for just being very gory. I'm not a Stephen King person, you know? Like respect, but no. So like that kind of gory. No thanks. Oh my god, I just remembered a nightmare I had like yesterday. My brain's doing weird things. Weird things. Hello, darling. Please don't get out of your cast tomorrow because I have to go to work. He's getting up. You hungry again? I'll have to bring you more food, I guess. It's amazing how adaptable they are, but that scared the crap out of me yesterday. God, yesterday. Some Stephen King movies are okay. Yeah, the movies I have mixed feelings about. Well, like the books, I guess, but I like the movies better than the books sometimes. Doesn't really tell you much, does it? I haven't seen some of them. I've seen The Shining. I was way too young when I saw The Shining. But I somehow ended up liking it. I don't know why. I want to watch. I actually haven't seen Green Mile yet. Oh, I'll put that on the list of stuff to say. Since I have a spot to write things down, let me put what I need to watch. Oh, he just came down for a little drinky drink. You okay? Hi. A little old man. I think I know the music for Army of Darkness. It might be something else I'm thinking of, though. What did I just say? Green Mile? I should watch The Shining again. I'd probably, yeah, completely. I'd probably, one, remember some things that I forgot, and two, like it more. I'm going to laugh. Did I ever see the movie Ice Cream Man? It's a horror movie. No, I have not. I really haven't seen much horror. I haven't read much horror either, unless you include Stephen King, which I guess is. What am I saying today? I'm not making any sense. Who let me on TV? Who let me do this? Why did I think this was a good idea? Where am I in this chat here? Challenge. One of my favorite books that must be a movie. We have the tech, but nobody has the Screw Tape Letters. Oh, I have not read that yet. That's a C.S. Lewis book. C.S. Lewis is the one that wrote Narnia, but I take it Screw Tape Letters is completely different. I thought it was. Oh, I thought that one. So C.S. Lewis has some nonfiction. I thought that was one of them, but I was wrong. Theological looks like. Sly and ironic portrayal of human life and foibles from the unique vantage point of Screwtape, a highly placed assistant to our father below. At once wildly comic, deadly serious, and strikingly original. Yeah, I'm like this is a not a straight line, this plot, but it sounds similar to like he has a trilogy called the Space Trilogy, and the first two, what was the first one even about? I don't have access to that part of my brain right now. The second one, called Paralandra, really stood out to me, where he goes to another planet. I hope that's not a spoiler. The third one was just about communism, so I don't understand where he went there, but please don't fall off of that. He's only like 6 inches up, but still. Okay, he saved it. He wants me to go to bed, probably. Yeah, it's 8:30. I haven't even been on the longest that I've ever been on. I gotta look at the chat because I was just reading about that book for a bit. The mom is the only scary part of Carrie. Okay. Fair. Yeah, the Green. I can't believe I haven't seen Green Mile. Like, I know what it's about, and like who did it, But like, yeah, I should have seen every Tom Hanks movie by this point. He's an amazing actor. I will say that. Going back to that conversation, I agree. The original Shining, the movie with Jack Nicholson, was amazing. Yeah, I mean it's classic now, even though it's so disturbed. But Ron Howard's brother is in Ice Cream Man movie. Oh my gosh. The Ice Cream Man trailer was hardcore, like an old Fulci movie. I'm curious, but I'm also scared to look it up. Screwtape is a minion of Satan. Okay, that makes it clearer. I mean, the author was very religious, and like that makes sense to have symbolism. I'm trying to be smart. I don't know how to be smart today. I'm sorry. I knew how to put big color on my face. That's all I did. It's okay, you just read the cue cards that you wrote. Where? I lost them. Have you seen the horror movie Dr. Giggles? No, I haven't even heard of it. I haven't heard the Ice Cream Man one either. Though Ice Cream Men are a bit terrifying, so that makes sense. Sigourney Weaver's gonna go make beef stroganoff. Okay, thanks for popping in. You just looked it up and it's planned production in 2027? Oh my gosh, I'll have to read it before then. I have it. It's in right up there. That sounds fascinating, and I mean, C.S. Lewis's fiction is usually really good. I don't know what happened in that third book. What was the I'm looking at it right now and I can't. Are they out of order? Paralandra was little. Hold on. I gotta find the first one. His name. I can't believe I can't remember this. What was the name of the book? Because the Space Trilogy was just the series. Hello, Goodreads? Out of the Silent Planet. Okay. Yeah, the last one was just kind of a diatribe on communism, but it was like supposed to be fiction based. I don't know what was going on in that one, but Out of the Silent Planet was amazing. And Paralandra, the second one, it gets a little weird, all right, but I don't remember much about the first one. It's very strange. Maybe not strange for today, but like in general. The first one has to do with Mars. I don't remember much about it, except that I liked it other than the last book. Christopher Walken movies. Christopher Walken. His name is silly to like say right, and then Willem Dafoe. Why is it Willem? Not William. He was the first Willem that I heard of, so I was like, what do you mean Willem? Where's the I? Now I've seen more of them, but still. Oh, you said, I hope I said his name right. Walken. I think it's an EN at the end. It's like 30 letters Screwtape wrote to his apprentice Wormwood. Okay, yeah, I saw those characters in the description. They were trying to secure the soul of a man in Britain living through World War II for our father below. Well, this is just getting more and more fascinating. It's an indictment about how humans so easily are willing to give up doing the right thing for a variety of reasons. What? Humans do that? Angry face. Yeah. But yeah, Christopher Walken and Willem Dafoe, their names bug me. Brilliant. Brilliant people. Brilliant actors. You told me about Pagemaster. I think I did look that up, but it wasn't streaming or something. That's the Macaulay Culkin one, right? Here's the problem with movies for me, is that, like, you spend 2 hours looking at stuff, and yeah, I'm a visual person. So, like, shows like Game of Thrones, no, I read the books first for that, but like shows like Game of Thrones where you spend 10 hours a season looking at these characters, that's what comes to mind first. And I start to forget what was going on in the book. Like, it just, the visual comes to me. But if it's a 2-hour movie versus the book, I remember books better in that situation. So then the movie stuff just goes out of my head, including who the actors are. Like, unless I keep watching it over and over again, which happens often, actually. But then I don't watch new stuff. I don't know. I don't do as well, like, movie-wise, especially with the TikTok brain now. Not that I'm huge into that, but still, like, yeah. Hi, Nadir. Yep. Yeah, I got it right. Thank you, Az. Thank you for that recommendation. Wormwood starts out with stuff like, logically, no man would do that. And Screwtape is like, since when did you see a single man who appreciated logic anymore? Yeah, and when was this written? A while ago. So you'd think we would have gotten a clue by now? I mean, I don't know the religious, like, part, like, like where it goes religiously in that book. Yeah, came out in 1942. I mean, that had some pretty bad things going on, for sure, those years. But still. I don't know if America knew much about what was going on in Germany and Poland and Austria at that point yet. That reminds me of Waiting for Godot, for some reason. Was it that one? Or was it another play? Where it's, like, very obvious what the point is, but they're, like, kind of sarcastically saying it, like, what do you mean nobody would ever, like, yeah. Books are good to remember, but you do digress sometimes. If the story is good in a movie, you can remember them as well. Triple facts. I mean, it depends. I don't know. Like, so, don't ask me how, but I actually saw The Lord of the Rings, the first movie, before I read the books. So I watched Fellowship of the Ring, then I read everything Lord of the Rings I could get my hands on. I read the book, like, all 3 books, multiple times. I read the Silmarillion multiple times, and then I went into The Two Towers, the movie, and, you know, the rest of it. Obsessed. Just in love with that material. But having the characters on screen is what helped me get through the book a bit, because the book is not, it's not easy. It's not that it's, like, it's a great book, but it's, like, not my favorite writing ever. Sorry, Tolkien. The ghost of Tolkien just kicks me a little bit. But, like, it's one of my favorite, I've said this before, I think. It's one of my favorite stories, but not necessarily my favorite book of all time. But having the movie in my head helps me understand what was going on in the book, because there's a lot of names in there. Way more than what's even in the movies. And the same with Game of Thrones. And the same with Dune. Watching the Dune movie helped me finally finish the frickin' Dune book, because it's slow in the beginning. And there's a lot of, you know, made up language words and names and stuff. But it's important. So, like, I tried to start Dune multiple times, I think twice. Then when the recent movie came out, I went back to it and I finished it no problem because I was in love with it. So it was kind of a similar thing where sometimes if the book is incredibly complicated, sometimes the movie can help me, especially like just get a kickstart of it. But oh, I didn't miss much. Okay. You could go on, but skip if you don't want another spoiler. I won't read it out loud, but I'll read it. Yeah. That's another it's another common theme that I've been exposed to recently. Screw tape is like, oh boy. I want to read this now. I might pull it down. I think it's over there. That's really not what I thought that was about. I thought it was like nonfiction. I thought there was like actual letters or something. Like I just mixed it up with something else. Love the merchandise of Lord of the Rings. Toys and the stuffed bears, the board games. I think there's I have the Monopoly Lord of the Rings. Yes, I do. Yes. I have a Game of Thrones one as well. I haven't played Monopoly since I was a kid now, but like still. Legos, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit. See, the Hobbit movies were a disappointment because, all right, Lord of the Rings book, Lord of the Rings movies, Hobbit book, Hobbit movies. And yes, there's material that could have, gotten in there, but instead they like made up characters and like, I don't know. As much as I absolutely loved Lord of the Rings, I've only seen the Hobbit movies once. I love Smaug for obvious reasons. But oh, Russell Crowe's another pretty diverse actor in his range. Going back to things, I'm getting fragments. I'm getting little pieces of information. The Doom, the video game. I remember that. Lord of the Rings has a video game too, in The Hobbit. Oh, I don't remember Lord of the Rings game. I was in college when that came out. I was just in college. But man, I fell in love with that so hard. Yeah, absolutely adore it. But the movie, I recommend when people are interested in the story, I recommend them watching one of the movies first, actually, because you can really get a feel for the different characters and different races and different places and all the things. So yeah, sometimes they can go hand in hand for sure. Talking about Lord of the Rings, which made me think of Narnia. Yep, which reminded me of the weirdest actor, Tilda Swinton. Yes. Yes. How did she, like, this is going to go a little off the rails here, but like there's a lot of expectations of women in Hollywood, and she is just so unlike any of them, and I love that. But yeah, a little out there. I don't know anything about her personally, but oh, that's my vote for the actor with the biggest range. Why did I not think of the women? I guess because it's this actor, not actress, but sometimes they just all call themselves actors. So I don't know. Like there's movies that if a person is in it, I will watch it. But I guess because my brain gets so literal, like I'm trying to think of like, what if I say the wrong answer? It doesn't matter. Just say a good actor. But I don't know. Sigourney's back. Wow, that was fast. You finished eating it already. You made it and you ate it? But yeah, Tilda Swinton. Swinton? Yeah. There's somebody. Oh, Galadriel. Kate Blanchett. Amazing. Russell Crowe and Gladiator is a great movie. My goodness. Yes. And that man can ride a horse. You hate Disney movies? Fair. I grew up with them. I mean, I guess people still are, but and have been since like the 50s. But I don't know. I kind of I'm not a super Disney nut. And no offense to anybody who is, but it's just like I get it, but I'm also just kind of like, okay, I can't keep going with the movies. Maybe because I don't have kids that are watching that, but I don't know. Like I have caught up recently on some of the more recent movies and liked them. But The Lion King peaked. I mean, come on, you can't get much better than that. Sorry. Not sorry. Name another woman who convincingly played Gabriel the Archangel. Oh, what does that remind me of? The first thing was David Tennant because he's in that. I can't think of the name of it. Can't think of the name of it. David Tennant has an amazing amount of range as well. But no, in Constantine? Wait, I saw that movie. This is what happens with the movies. I can't remember. This is frustrating. I'm frustrated. How are you? TBR jar. I almost forgot. I thought that was one person's name for a second, ass. But yeah, I mean, Cate Blanchett did the gender bending thing as well. I think she played Bob Dylan. A woman played Bob Dylan in some movie, right? Somebody fact check me. Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson, Kevin Costner, Christian Slater. So yeah, Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson are probably my two favorites on that list. Schwarzenegger, John Travolta, Nicolas Cage. I like Schwarzenegger as for what he does. I'm not a huge Nicolas Cage fan. I mean, I've seen plenty with him in it. John Travolta is fine. I like him. Sylvester Stallone only has one note. 2. Not the number 2. T-O-O. Okay, so let's do this thing and then go on another tangent, or I'm just gonna log off and like go to bed because I'm not thinking right. I have a list of suggestions of things to read, but they're categories. They are prompts. So this is my to be read jar, my TBR jar. Last week, I picked my 2 prompts. I always pick 2 because I can then just try to find a book that fits one or the other. Last week, because they're stuck to the lid of this, finally I found out a way to not lose them. I picked a title beginning Q, R, S, or T, or an orange cover. A bunch of books I was already reading and already counted as stuff were kind of fitting into these categories, but I didn't want to reuse them. So I ended up looking at my orange books because they're arranged by color in the other room, and I picked the shortest one. And I've been wanting to read this for a long time. It's called A Long Walk to Water. It was a very quick read. I finished it in like 2 hours maybe. And, sorry, there's creepy ice cream music thing. It's about 2 people living in Sudan at different time periods. I knew almost nothing about Sudan other than it was in Africa and it's had a lot of war, but that could be a lot of things. So I heard about this situation where someone was literally walking to get jugs of water for like most of their day. Like they would walk there, get the water, walk back, and then the next day do the same thing. And this was fictionalized. It was based on a true story, and the narrator actually has an afterword in here. But this kid is just walking all around Sudan trying to like figure out how to survive. And like the people he meets as he comes and goes, the refugee camps he ends up a part of, kind of reminding me of this one actually now. If you can hear that music, I'm so sorry. I was stoked to finally read this, and it's definitely a perspective I hadn't read from. I'm gonna hold on to this book because I don't think there's anything else based from Sudan. I know there was like a northern and southern at some point, But I don't know that it's still that way. I don't know the current situation in Sudan. One of them was from like the 2008-ish time, and one of them was from the 1980s. But spoiler alert, kind of. They eventually catch up to each other. I won't tell you how, but so it's basically biographical, based on a true story. And one of the characters is walking to water for most of the day. It's just survival and just an amazing place to kind of learn about. So I really liked it. I think I rated it 4 stars, I think. But I finished it. I finished both of these. They're very short, but I finished both of these. And then I can't freaking finish this book. That's okay. For the next few months, you're going to hear me going on about this one. Although I think I'm going to finish this one a lot quicker because it's going to just fly by. Is this over 1,000 pages? Oh, almost. Okay. So, orange cover goes in the done jar. If I can open it. Okay, get in there. Title Q through T. The audiobook was mate still, so I don't think I did anything with this prompt. Sometimes you can meet 2 prompts at once. Let me catch up on the chat, and then I'm gonna pick 2 more, and we'll see what we want to read. I give respect to Nicolas Cage because he tried to hide who his dad was to make his own way. Wait, who's his dad? I'm not gonna pick with all these people. Tron Travolta. It like translated it on my screen. That was weird. I had to like hover over it. Yeah, Az isn't a fan of the new Disney movies either. Obviously, Sigourney said they're not. Your garbage can is full with trashy movies. So it's a lot coming from you. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I saw Constantine. That has a female Gabriel in it. That's Tilda, yes. You know what? I probably didn't really know who she was at the time that I watched that. And of course I probably watched it way after the fact. That movie wasn't as good as I had hoped. It looked really good, but then I don't know. It was meh. Az is trying to make me feel better. Thank you. Jack Black is fine. Go watch The Green Mile and go to sleep. I don't think I should watch that right before bed. I don't know. Because it's very sad. Oh, don't knock Constantine. Do I have to go back and rewatch something? It's entirely possible that I switched it in my head with another movie. It's entirely possible. Worked out just fine. Yeah, short books are like the fastest to read. I'm running out of short books. Not really. I mean, look at this place. But like, yeah, in the specific categories, I literally picked the shortest one. But luckily, I have, well, this is by color because my bookshelves are by color, but luckily I have an easy way to find the different color cover books. Okay, so I'm not going to put this back in there yet. I'm going to do that after I pick the 2 for this week. Sorry, you're driving an ice cream truck in my neighborhood. I'm coming for you. Please don't keep doing that. Also, it's like 9 p.m. here. I think he's driving home at this point, but like, let the kids go to sleep, please. All right, first one, ready? Okay, it just says FMC, but that means female main character. This could be anything. Like anything that I'm already reading. I already said that the 2 physical ones I showed you that I'm still reading are out because I've counted them for a couple things, I think. Obviously, I finished those other 2 books, so female main character. See, I'm in, so mate, I think I used for a prompt when I started it last week. Was it the M through P prompt or something? But it's a romance, so it's mostly told from the female main character's point of view. But it's also a little bit from the male point of view, so she's not the only main character, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, oh, the one with the family vlog channel is from a female main character. The Witcher isn't. Am I kind of cheating by using ones I'm already reading? I don't know. Constantine exists in the same reality as Batman and Superman? What? Okay, I have to go make sure I got my story straight now, because I think my brain is on the wrong trail. Ice cream humor, yeah, for real. Alright, so female main character, that's at least half of my books. Maybe more, I don't know. Constantine is a DC comic. Oh! I'll figure it out. So let's see what the next prompt is, because I'm getting frustrated with myself, honestly. History. When I made these categories, this is number 98 out of like 104, I think. And this one's number 49, FMC. History, when I made these categories, I meant like nonfiction, I think. I could look for historical fiction, I suppose, if it's based on a real place. But I'd have to go downstairs and see what's in my history section. Nonfiction is great to listen to audiobooks on, but I'm kind of trying to get like caught up on audiobooks that I want to get through, because then I need to read Drop Trooper. I also want to read Dungeon Crawler Carl, which I'm never going to say correctly fast. And I ended up using a credit to download another nonfiction where it's like this person takes a walk with 11 different people and each of them give a different perspective on what they're seeing. So like if you went with me, I'd be pointing out the birds and the animals and stuff, whereas like, I don't know, if you went with somebody else, they'd be talking about different things. Anyway, all of that to say, history, nonfiction, I might be able to do something like I did with the shark book, where I was like, hey, this is on audio and I've been meaning to read it for a really long time, which should be all of the books in here, let's face it. But anyway, this is probably intended to be nonfiction. I have to look. I'm going to put Q through T back in here. So yeah, we've got female main character and or history. I guess these can't overlap because female main character implies that it's fictional. So unless I do historical fiction, which I doubt I'm going to be doing. I mean, so when did this guy come from El Salvador? Because he's... Oh, he was born in 1990. Oh, and he came over when he was 8. This is kind of history. It's not ancient history, but it's history. I don't know that I could... Unless she goes into the Native American tribes, I don't know that I could count this one as history. But that's an idea. I wouldn't count her as a female main character, because she's a real person. I think this one has a female main character. I'm just grabbing what's near me and trying to fit the prompts, but okay, so those are definitely very possible. Other than the Drop Trooper one, getting through there was something else I was gonna read via audio. I'd have to look at the list now. Made by Kimberly Cutter. Why does that sound so familiar? I think I'm thinking of something more recent. Oh yeah, this isn't what I was thinking of. Historical fiction. Oh, okay. Wait, it's not Joan of Arc? Jean? Jahan? I can see where this is going. So The Maid is historical fiction from the 15th century in Europe. And I thought they were going to Joan of Arc? Or is that... Okay, yeah, it is Joan of Arc. Okay. I was like, did I get the name wrong? Like, what's going on? That's fascinating. I do have a nonfiction book about Joan of Arc. that's fairly short, but it's probably going to be like dense information. All right, that fits both for sure. Good one. Dreamsicle save me? What are you doing? Mike is on a maid kick. Maid of Orleans. So I'm gonna try to read books that I have already, unless it's through audio, but who's the author on Maid of Orleans? It's another Joan of Arc one. I like the history of Joan of Arc, but I feel like I would want to know the real history first. As just comes out of nowhere with Dustin Hoffman. I'm not a huge Dustin Hoffman fan, to be honest. Respect, but like, I don't know. Why is his face like that? Like, come on. I'm so sorry. Oh, my live just recounted. It says I've only been on for 8 minutes. Constantine is DC comic books. Fun fact, a video game for PlayStation 2. All right. Sigourney comes out with rocket pops, and I'm not sure why. Sven Schlippe? What? Are you sure it's called that? The one I have, it just popped up on Goodreads, is called Joan of Arc, The Maid of Orleans by Jules Michelet. You love history, the scary one is the better one. History is terrifying. The present is fairly terrifying as well, but all right, so I've clearly got to learn more about Joan of Arc. I've clearly got to organize my brain, which is a losing battle. I've clearly got to figure out which actors I feel like are the best in every category, and I've got to read over 1,400 books by next week. Yeah? All right. All right, I learned about the Sky City. I looked up some other Native American stuff. This was to remind me to watch Backrooms, which I might try it. I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna have major anxiety. Like in a good way, but still, like, I don't know. I wrote down Evil Dead Army of Darkness and The Bionic Drummer, which I'm going to leave up so I can watch a YouTube video about it. Maybe you should drive a food truck in her neighborhood instead. I mean, food trucks are a little scary. If they're like stay in one place, like they're well known, that's fine. But the ones that are a little, I don't know. Some of them worry me. Orleans. It's French, so I get it. Orleans. Like, I knew it wasn't New Orleans, you know, but I didn't quite know how to say it. So thank you for that. Slay. I'm sorry if my brain goes in a different direction. Mamma Mia Pizza. What's the Stranger Things pizza shop? Oh god, what's it called? You know what I'm talking about. Get a huge truck that says Imagination Truck, give out free books. Yay! I mean, I kind of do that through the nonprofit. Not out of the back of a vehicle. Could you imagine if, like, at parades where they usually throw candy, we just threw books at people? Even if they were little books, that's still a little bit dangerous. Books are dangerous. That's what I learned today. Come on, YouTube. Books are dangerous. Make that my short for today. Surfer Boys Pizza? Was that it? have no memory of that. Was it? All this. Yeah. I thought it was something much more generic. Like Pizza Palace or something. Okay, my brain's not working right. I mean, this is a normal state of things in some situations, but today it's a little ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. I can't form a coherent thought. I'll probably watch this tomorrow and be like, oh, it wasn't that bad, but. What does that say? Palermo's? I mean, the little free library thing is like giving away free books all the time. There's one down the street for me, and I finally went to it a couple times, and I put some kids' books in it. I don't my phone like translated what you just said, so I don't know. You don't have to shut up. I'm just having a mini crisis, that's all. Let me stick these to the lid of the TBR jar thing so that I can actually remember where they are. Okay. That is definitely possible, I think, to do those two prompts. As gave me a whole bunch of emojis. Thank you for that. All right, I'm gonna go take these lashes off. I can buy the Stranger Things pizza at HEB. I'm not surprised. Like, most of the things that came up when I googled it was like themed pizza that people are giving away or have available or whatever. Oh, I see. Okay. That's what you meant by that. Okay. Let me look. Anyway, okay. Yeah. Thank you for sticking with me through this ramble, I make no sense thing, including right now. We did do the unboxings, which were a hit. I talked about the books that I'm still in, and the fun books that I finished, and did the TBR jar. I think that's all the things that we usually do. And we kind of went off on tangents, which is fantastic. Hit the like, thank you. Mike is liking stuff. That has a ring to it. But it would be Mills, which would be weird. That's blasphemy. He's Rain Man, for crying out loud. Tom Cruise is in that movie. Wait, what did I say? Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not saying he hasn't done, like, good movies. I'm just kind of like, meh. That's a good point, though, because that movie was amazing. Okay. I'm gonna go. Thank you for all the knowledge. I will have 2 videos out this week. Art on Tuesdays, animals on Fridays, and then I'll see you again next Sunday. So yeah, I'm actually ready to go today. Usually I'm like, I don't want to go. I would love to stay and talk to you guys, but I'm just a little worried about my brain. So I will see you soon. Okay? All right. Have a good night. Have a good work week or school week,